Good evening or good afternoon, depending on your frame of mind. Well, with the weather and the sunlight, I would say probably good afternoon. This is a regularly scheduled meeting of the Hartford Plan Commission. I'd like to call this meeting to order. And our next issue is review of the minutes of March 13th, 2023.
Move to approve.
Move to approve. Second by Ralph. Any discussion, questions, comments? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. Motion carried. Item number 4, discussion and consideration of a sign permit for Nostalgic Vibes at 106 North Main Street, and as always, taken by our city planner, Justin Drew.
So the new owner of this store has proposed the Nostalgic Vibes sign. It meets the area requirements of the district. It's fairly easy to read. Staff recommends in favor.
Wonderful, thank you.
I'll make a motion to approve.
Okay, motion approved by Ralph,
Second.
second by Scott. Saw the picture up there. Any discussion, comments, questions? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. Motion carried. Item number 5, discussion and consideration of a site plan for a Goodwill store at 1201 Bell Avenue with our city planner, Justin Drew.
So this is right next to the Planet Fitness, where Sentry used to be, on the far west end of that site. And they intend to reuse the existing building, the remainder that is not taken up of this Sentry building by Planet Fitness. Their intention is also to put a drive-through drop-off, donation drop-off area, which you can see on the map there. A little bit more detail. So obviously it's allowed in the B2 district, adheres to the smart growth plan. For the drop-off, they've got queuing for about 11 vehicles before you'd get out to the frontage driveway at the front of the building, so it's got good queuing and an ability to turn around easily after doing the donation drop-off. The main focus is on the facade, similar to Planet Fitness, looking to spruce this up a bit. So they are proposing to keep the existing concrete masonry units, but repaint them. And then an architectural metal plank siding, which frames the entrance and looks like wood. We're seeing a lot more use out of this. It gives kind of a warmth, but without the need to constantly maintain actual wood. So it's metal, but it'll look like wood. There'll be a canopy over the door, as well as some metal kind of architectural siding between the wood-looking panel and the door. So overall, staff thinks it's an improvement. And the appearance, the steel kind of mansard roof will also be repainted from red to a more of a silver. So it'll give it a more modern appearance and a more finished look when it's all said and done. Oops. Just a couple quick notes from the engineer. I had trouble getting these to load into the PowerPoint, but engineer identified 3 areas at the back of the building adjacent to the service drive that require maintenance. First, approximately 30 feet of curb and gutter as well as the storm catch basin need to be repaired. Second, repave the pedestrian path to Hartford Square 2 and clean the culvert. And third, remove 6 feet of curb and gutter and coordinate with Hartford Utilities to direct stormwater around the electrical transformer rather than to it. So we've been in contact with them about that. Shouldn't be a big deal, but this is the right time to try and make sure that all gets done correctly. So staff recommends approval subject to meeting the city engineer's requirements.
Super, thank you. Dennis?
So they didn't have any issue with the engineer's recommendations?
No, none that were voiced to me.
Okay, with that, would look for a motion to approve. Yes, oh, please, go ahead, Tony.
Question, Justin?
Yes.
Maybe a couple questions here. So the drive-through facility, the drop-off area there, that's intended to loop around, and they go back around towards the north, towards Highway 60 that way, is that correct?
Right, so they'll loop around and then come back out this drive, you could theoretically go around the very back of the building, but I don't know why you'd want to.
Well, that was my next question, as far as that, there could potentially be some traffic going back in the back of the building.
I mean, they could put up signs if they start seeing that saying, truck traffic only or, deliveries only, but I don't anticipate it being an issue just because it's not a desirable way to go.
Okay, and then could you bring up that other picture that shows the facade of the building? So am I to understand that the Goodwill building proper starts where basically the Goodwill signage is? Or is Planet Fitness, where's the separation of the two, do you?
So this shows it maybe a little better, and the Goodwill goes east of the doors, but not that, let's say to where those people are standing, right there.
Okay.
Yep.
So the blending in of what they're looking to do there is going to be okay with
Yes.
what's already, with
Yep.
what's on the side of Planet Fitness?
Yeah, they didn't work together exactly, but they're both leasing this from an owner, and the owner's been involved to try and make sure that the design coordinates somewhat.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
I'll make a motion to approve.
Motion to approve by Tony, second by Ralph. Any further discussion?
No, it looks nice to me.
I think it does, yes. I think it'll be a nice addition. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. Motion carried. Next item, number 6, planners report, an open house invitation for community feedback on zoning, and that'll be April 20th, 2023. With that, we have the city planner, Justin Drew.
So this is going to be an open house next Thursday. You are all invited. I would prefer if you are all coming to let me know, because then I need to post it as a plan commission meeting, which is not a big deal, but just for open meeting requirements. So we're pretty far into the zoning redo with Grafe with what we've got so far. And I'll be bringing more of that to you next month. We're doing kind of bits and pieces rather than trying to ask you to look at a 150-page document all at once. So this is a chance for citizens, business owners, and reps, and as well as elected officials and commission officials to come and see what we've got so far and make some comments, take surveys. It's intended to be pretty informal. There's not going to be a big presentation. It's going to be more, we'll have a number of people there to answer questions, kind of one-on-one or 5-on-1, that type of thing. So if there are any questions about the upcoming meeting, I can try and answer them.
Justin, you said if we do come, we should let you know?
Yeah, with the plan commissioners, because if there are more than 3 of you, you potentially create a moving meeting. So it's not an issue at all. We just need to notice it in in proper places.
Okay.
Super. Questions for Justin on that?
Is this anything we need to take action on?
It's really not. It's just to kind of make you informed. And if there's nothing else on this, just one last thing that's not on the agenda, but with Dennis Regan winning an aldermanic seat, this will be his last plan commission meeting, because there can only be one aldermanic rep on the plan commission, and Alderman Kohler is already on it. So wanted to thank Dennis. He's been on our plan commission for a very long time and been a valuable resource for us and provided good insight.
Thank you.
Thank you.
20 years. Couldn't catch you, Ralph.
With that, we stand adjourned to the call of the chair. Thank you.